Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now. I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Network. Let's talk about John Fetterman. But before we get to that, along with the fraud known as Oprah and one Kid Rock, tomorrow, Election Day, we will be live tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time. We will be live. Myself, Mr. Matrix, will be live. We'll be breaking down everything to do with the election tomorrow. Make sure you get out for the midterms. Do not hear the red wave. Do not listen to polls. Do not take it for granted that we're just going to win all these different seats and these states and the governor's races and all of that. Get out. Make a plan today to get out tomorrow to your local voting place. Let your voice be heard in this country. And that's one of my fears in this. Oh my goodness, red wave's coming. We got so many places on lockdown. Look, we've got places that we never thought would be in play. Okay, so don't take it for granted. So we've got Dr. Oz versus Fetterman up there in Pennsylvania. And the one thing we know about Dr. Oz is, look, his sort of rise to fame came with the assistance of one Oprah Winfrey. Now, Oprah used to be hugely popular, okay, especially among suburban women. Of course, she came on in the afternoon, had a massive rated talk show for years. But in recent years, she has kind of fell into that same sort of class along with the women on The View. Oprah's a radical leftist. Absolutely a radical leftist. Now, her and Dr. Oz supposedly she's been always vocal. He has been always vocal. They're very good friends. At least Dr. Oz thought they were. Okay. Now, she has come out. She has endorsed Lurch Fetterman up in Pennsylvania. And look, the rocker, the country singer, the rocker, the rapper, Kid Rock, jack of all trades, has called out Oprah. And he calls her a fraud. Like a lot of us feel like, what the F? What the F? You can't even support one guy, your friend? Really? You can't step up? You can't endorse him in this very important race? Understand you're a leftist, but I guess friendship doesn't mean anything anymore. She absolutely knows Dr. Oz's character, so shame on her. Shame on Oprah for doing this. This is Outkick. Kid Rock isn't a big fan of Oprah Winfrey. The famous talk show host recently endorsed Democrat John Fetterman for Senate in the race against Republican Dr. Oz in Pennsylvania. Kid Rock certainly found that a bit odd. We know Kid Rock's very outspoken. He's not going to hold his tongue. He doesn't give a F. He's an unapologetic Trump supporter. He was recently on Bill Maher's podcast. It's a great listen. An absolute great listen. Bill Maher and Kid Rock are a big fan of each other's. After all, Dr. Oz got his start appearing on Oprah's show more than a decade ago. You'd think someone who worked with and known for years is who you would endorse. That's not the case with Oprah. Yeah, I mean, does she really know anything about John Fetterman? Anything? Not to mention all of his neurological and obvious physical and mental shortcomings right now from that stroke? Come on, man. People just, they're going to let their politics get in the way instead of sitting back and go, you know what? I know Dr. Oz is a sound human, a sound person. He's been a friend. She's vetted him. And still, she just couldn't look past it, could she? Oprah helped Dr. Oz with his career, I assume, because she vetted him and found him to be a wonderful person. Now she is against him. Oprah is a fraud. The all summer long singer tweeted Saturday. The tweet has gone mega viral. As of Sunday morning, it has more than 18,000 retweets and 123,000 likes. and I haven't checked it today. Let's look. Let's look and see. Wow, it's got 147.8 thousand likes on it now. Wow, absolutely. Absolutely. It certainly seems a bit off to endorse John Fetterman, who has trouble speaking after suffering a stroke, over a guy you've worked with and felt comfortable with coming on your show. Quote, I'll tell you all this. If I lived in Pennsylvania, I would have already cast my vote for John Fetterman for many reasons. Oprah explained when giving her endorsement, according to Fox News. And yet she didn't seem to explain why Dr. Oz wasn't good enough to be a part of her business and brand, but not good enough to endorse now. Isn't that a question that should be answered? I agree. It is also not a surprise that Kid Rock decided to shoot straight on Twitter. He famously called Joey Behar a bitch. If the shoe fits, wear it. In one of the funniest moments on live TV, the legendary rocker also took a shot at Taylor Swift for getting political because she wants to, quote, suck the doorknob off of Hollyweird in order to get in movies. That is funny. Now he's called out Oprah for choosing John Fetterman over a man she has close ties to. Say whatever you want about Kid Rock, but you can't say he doesn't keep it real. Look, I can tell you this. The one thing I do know, and I believe Kid Rock probably knows this too, people that vote on the right side of the aisle doesn't give a rat's F about Oprah Winfrey's opinion. Now, that doesn't mean it's not a scumbag move to have not gotten behind somebody she's supposed to be friends with, somebody she's worked with, somebody that she's let on her show, that she's trusted all these years to let on her show, for somebody that, to our knowledge, what does she really know about Fetterman? Or we're just, once again, just blindly seeing, he's blue. I mean, it's ridiculous, and you got to wonder. I feel like this is the intellect of so many people that do vote on the left side of the aisle. Just blindly not sitting down, not looking at candidates, not gathering information, not getting all they can. You can tell that's certainly the case when it comes to Trump. They just slurp up what the mainstream media's got to say and all the narratives that they put behind their view of Trump, and people just swallow it. Just swallow it instead of doing their own research and doing like we do and finding more honest avenues of news sources, right? Because we're not going to trust what the mainstream media's got to say. Good job, Kid Rock. I mean, he's going to keep it real. But like I said, in fact, I'm not sure that Oprah endorsing Dr. Oz wouldn't have actually hurt him. It could have. It really could have, because we've all long since lost respect for that radical known as Oprah Winfrey. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network supporters. Peace 'em out. Till next time.